back at Axpona, and we're talking to Bang Olufsen about their control apps for their wireless speaker systems. You know, we've seen a lot of hot and cold with those apps, and not yours specifically. What are you doing to make that experience better? The hardware's so great.
Well, what we're trying to do is make it easy to control your system components in your home, and that's going to be as easy as you want it to be, because the app itself can give you access to picking specific sources, controlling the volume, expanding from one device to another within a multi-room architecture of our system. So you can start with one speaker, let's say the A9 that we talked about earlier, and I can control that if I don't want to get up and walk across the room to touch it. I can go into my phone and I can pick the music source that I want to listen to. I can pick the specific track. I can drill down to the individual artist and track I want to play, or I can go to a radio station from TuneIn. I can then adjust the volume to my liking. I can even go in with the app and adjust the tone controls if I want to do that. If you have kids, you can even set a max volume setting in there. They'll probably find it and change it back, but sometimes it's handy to have something like that. So what we're trying to do is give the customers full control from the app, but hands-on, we give you basic functionality. So one touch will turn it on wherever you left it. So if you're playing a playlist from whatever source, you touch it, it's going to come on to that at a volume that you've preset, also from the app. So we're trying to give you that one-touch operation where every now and then this can just sit on a charger.
So David, what are you doing at an audiophile show?
Well, I'll tell you what. One of our colleagues, actually a couple of my colleagues attended the Axpona last year, and they thought it would be a good idea for us to get involved and show our BLab 90s here, as well as some of our other products. Bang Olufsen isn't the first brand that jumps to mind when you think of audiophile brands, but we have a lot of clients and customers over the years who are very concerned about sound quality and performance. We wanted to show this world that we're in that arena and that we can compete with the best of them out there.
And the other thing that I think is your wireless systems are definitely second, third systems in an audiophile's home. For his study, his dining room.
Our typical, in fact, I've met many clients that fit that description where they might have a high-end listening room somewhere in their home. You know the guys, the doctors, the lawyers, they've got a dedicated, it's like the Maxell poster from way back, sitting in the chair getting blown away by themselves. But the rest of the house will be a Bang Olufsen system because it's easy for everybody to use. And now with the BLab 90, we bridge the gap between that guy and the rest of his family by making the BLab 90s with a narrow mode for that experience, but then opening it up to wide and omnidirectional modes so everybody in the family can be included, and then making it run from our app or from our remote control through our video product so that it's simple for everybody to use it. And that way you really get the best of both worlds, and hopefully everybody in the family is happy and enjoying more music.
Well, thank you very much for your time. We really enjoyed our day here with you.
Thank you. My pleasure. My pleasure. Happy to see you.